So the one I selected is with Serene Jones, who happens to be the president of Union Theological Seminary. They called the episode Grace in a Fractured World. And the whole premise is to kind of push back and say, what does that word though really mean? And get at what that means for, as she says, a fractured world. There's always been this notion by a lot of people that there's this thing called original sin. You're born and you're a sinner. And she debunks that and says, but even if you believe that, there's something even more original, and that's grace. And that God's grace is what's there behind it all, and that's what's moving everything.
In my theology, and this is part of what we need to reclaim, it is so deep in Christianity, is that we may be glorious and sinful, but God's love is bigger than that. Grace is more original because grace wins. Our sinfulness is not the final word about who we are. And that means that in this theology, which is, suffused through Christianity, and we suppress it, is that the love of God is stronger and more powerful and persistent, larger, greater, more eternal than anything we do. That's grace.
And I think what, Krista does in interviewing her, and they're good friends, is you really get the nuance of her spirit, her attitude, and her hospitality toward others. She's a person of substance. And so I think we'll get information, but I think we'll also be inspired. And, I think that's a really good combination. You can access a lot of information in the world without being touched by it. You can be touched by a lot of things, but maybe it's just an inch deep. I think she really strikes a good balance there. I think you'd regret it if you didn't come. And I guarantee you won't regret it if you do come.